Hey world, what's going on? It's Joe Matthews here, bringing you that passion for progress. Now that we've got our dreams and our why out of the way, it's time to talk about one of the most critical aspects of this journey. It's time to talk about our mindsets. It's time to get our minds right and take action. It's time to tell ourselves that starting tomorrow is the first day of the rest of our lives. And the only fear we should have is the fear of looking back in 12 months and not having anything to show for it. It's time to start to break into our dream. Let's go. Now our mindset is going to start with just getting rid of some things. Now getting rid of some things, you ask? Absolutely. The first step you're going to have to do to get that mindset right is just get rid of all negativity. All negativity must get out of your life, whether it's negative people, negative objects, negative anything that's going to take up your time just complaining about or being negative about. That stuff is just going to be killers to your dream and your success. So you need to watch out for your time and just get rid of all that negativity. Remember, don't listen to other people because misery loves company. No truer statement has been said. People are scared to step out of their comfort zones. So when they see you trying to go out and excel and succeed in more in life, they're going to start pouring that negativity. Now, they might not even be meaning to do it, and they might not mean any harm. They might just be trying to look out for you because they love you. But I'm telling you, that negativity is going to fester inside and start to pierce your soul and just be like cancer to your dream and your success. So how should we start to think? Well, let me begin to tell you, we are all in now, and there is no looking back. We are locked in. There is no Netflix. There is no football games. There is no negativity, no negative people, no negative anything that's going to get in the way of us succeeding in our dreams. We are on a mission, and ain't nothing, no time, no money, no people, or anything's going to get in the way of achieving those dreams. Now start by changing your approach. Now what worked for me was the 6-week approach. I came up with it on my own. I told myself when I was 22 years old, I was gonna give myself 6 weeks of going all in at the current job I had. And I gave 6 weeks of just giving everything I had in that job, every single day, day in and day out. For 6 solid weeks, I just said, I'm gonna pour in and do everything I possibly can to show them that I'm the guy for the job. And let me tell you what happened in those 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, it just became my work ethic. It became who I was because it was like a habit I created. Just 6 weeks of pure grit and grind. I just became that person. It has lasted with me up until now. I'm 34 years old and I'm still the same way because of those 6 weeks. Before those 6 weeks, I was a lazy person. I considered myself lazy. I didn't want to be there at all. But then I got my own apartment, and what happened was I needed that full-time position. So I gave myself them 6 weeks of pure grit and grind, and it just created this work ethic that just lives with me to this day. So give yourselves 6 solid weeks of pure grit and grind, and you'll see what happens is it just becomes who you are. You've created that mental shift. Your mindset is different. You've kicked out the negative people, the naysayers, and you have gone full force ahead into this dream you're trying to pursue. 6 weeks, y'all. Try it out. Now, what are we going to do when that adversity gets in the way? Well, we already know we're going to kick it out of the way and keep moving forward. We're going to think about the next couple months, couple years, 5 years, and 10 years down the road when we're going to look back and we're going to remember kicking that adversity out of the way instead of looking back and wondering why we quit and regretting those decisions. So we're just going to think about the future and how the future is going to be so much more excellent because of the way we were today. Because if you quit, you're going to have the same life over and over again for years and years to come. And the only thing that's going to happen is self-doubt, and regret is going to seep into your soul, and it's going to live with you until you decide to make that mental shift finally and pursue your dreams and passions. And remember, don't forget about your why. Always look at your why. Look down at that little girl or your spouse or whatever it is, and remember why you're doing this, because you want that better life for that person, or you want the house or whatever it is. Just remember your why, because if you quit in that time of adversity, it's going to only get harder on you, because that's when the regret's going to seep in years down the road. You got to have the ability to strike down those negative thoughts and negative ideas, because they're going to try to seep into your soul, and you got to have the ability to be strong enough to just kick it out of the way and just keep moving forward, because if you buy into that negativity, what's going to happen is you're going to have the same life you always had that you wanted to get rid of, and you're going to give up on your why, and that's the absolute worst feeling in the world. It's only going to set in with regret down the road. Now here's a big one. Remember, when you walk into that 9 to 5, you are literally living someone else's dream. That whole establishment that you walk into and you work every day, every year, year after year after year until retirement, you were only there because someone else had a dream that they fulfilled. You are basically a slave to their dream, and no man should be okay with that. We're unstoppable, y'all. We're going to eliminate those distractions. We're going to eliminate that negativity. We're going to tell ourselves we are not okay with being a slave to someone else's dream. Absolutely not. We're changing our way of thinking for the good. We're looking back in several months and we're going to say, look at all that I have accomplished in just these several months, these couple of years, this last decade, and it's going to feel so good. And we're going to let that regret go, and we're going to look back in several months and we're going to just eliminate any type of regret that could possibly come into our lives, because we continue to push through that adversity and pursue our dream day after day and after day, because it all starts with that mindset and changing that mental shift, because we're not going to live that other person's dream. We're going to live in our dream, and nothing, not anything, no negative people, no time, money, we're going to get in our way. We're just going to keep moving forward with that mental shift. Our whole mental mind shift is forward thinking, absolute positivity, and just eliminate any negativity in our lives. Just having like that tunnel vision, that the only thing that we are going to be focused on is just living in that dream in 5 or 10 more years. Just a constant focus. Now that we got that positive mindset, we're going to make sure we move forward, and without a shadow of a doubt, we are the obvious person for that promotion, or we are the obvious person to be living that life that we want. We have changed our mental mind shift, and we are doing nothing but moving forward, because we are out to succeed and we are out to live in our dreams. Let's go, y'all. Thank you for joining the Passion for Progress.